Donald Trump runs his administration looking at the polls. He consumes polls like they're cold French fries at McDonald's. It's either polls or something he watches on cable news, or a group of people that come and call him in his office, or somebody's on line one. That's how he runs the government, foreign and domestic policy. We talk about his policy decisions, how he looks at the polls, and the impact of the Supreme Court cases on Donald Trump. One place that I know of, it's called Legal AF, the podcast. And here's a clip. We call it the After Dark clip coming up next. If this was a Broadway show based on the new polling numbers that just came out this week, the Trump administration would have already closed. I mean, the numbers for Trump, who consumes polls like they're McDonald's French fries. This is how he runs his administration. That's why it's so erratic. I mean, forget about what my accomplishments are in the first 100 days. Based on these, people want him out of office already. 29%. He has an approval rating with independents, Ben, of 29%. The vast majority, I'm talking about in the 60s, of people think his administration so far has been chaotic. This is their words. Scary. And then when you look at what he's doing in terms of the differential approval rating versus disapproval rating, he's negative 12 points under on his job as president. No president in the history of America has ever had that in the first 100 days. On immigration, which is supposed to be his strong suit, we're going to talk a lot about immigration here on this podcast, he's underwater by 4 points. Managing the federal government, all that Doge, cost cutting and federal worker firing, 8 points under. The economy, the thing that's supposed to get him elected, he's under by 12 points. Trade with other countries, 11 points under. Foreign conflicts, like Ukraine, 14 points under. The war in Russia and Ukraine, so bad is his policies that he had to pull up a folding chair in the Vatican during the Pope's funeral to buttonhole Zelensky, and then came away with, I don't think Putin wants peace. Yeah, no shit. He's 21 points under how he's handling Russia, Ukraine, and on Kilmer Abrego Garcia, which we're going to talk about that and the progeny related to that particular case. The polling shows that he's 21 points under. 52% of America think he's not doing a great job there. And here's the stat that really stood out for me, Ben. Besides he's lost completely the independent vote completely, is that 16% of Republicans think he's doing a terrible job and hate the Trump administration. And that's now, we know he consumes the polls. The only thing reining him in is how poorly the poll numbers. So when people ask us in chat, in different comments, who cares about federal court rulings? He's not going to abide by them. Not so fast, because the polling numbers are now showing up against him. That and the way the economy is working, all the phone calls he's been getting, Walmart on line one, Jamie Dimon on line one, and then he changes his whole economic policy. This all bodes well for the Democrats. Last number for a stat here. The people want the Democrats in charge of the House and Senate by at least 7 points in new polling. And that bodes well for the midterms.
Except it doesn't bode well generally what Trump is doing for the country, for our judicial system. And, my biggest fear when it comes to the economy is what is to come. I mean, the fact that the market, by the way, still perhaps the worst market relative to the markets of foreign countries and generations right now. But even when the market goes up some days, it to me is more reflective, Michael Popok, of market manipulation, insider trading, the way meme coins kind of move. That's not the way the United States economy is supposed to move. So the way, a Trump stock or a Trump meme coin based on a Trump announcement like he made this week, where he said the top 220 holders of the Trump meme card in their crypto wallets gets to meet with me, right? It shoots up, it has a good day, then it has a bad day, then it has a decent day, then it has a horrible day, then it has a decent day, then it has a horrible day, but it's trending in one direction, right? From the inauguration, Trump's meme coin was at like 100, and now it's at like 11 or 12 or 13 or whatever it is in the day. It trends down, and people have lost their life savings. So the market volatility, even when there's good days, what it's not reflective of, if you look at the ports, we're talking about blank sailings right now, empty vessels, freight volumes down to levels that are worse than COVID, truck volumes down to levels that are worse than COVID. It's a lagging indicator because companies, a lot of them are still able to get their supplies in advance of this, but they're running out of supplies. And so we're heading into a summer of scarcity. It's obvious when you look at the data and when you listen to what the business leaders and CEOs are saying. Trump is frozen. He's not taking action. And what's worse about all of this, it's like, when Donald Trump was saying like a miracle, COVID's all going to go away like one big miracle. Don't worry, it's never going to hit our shores. The real stuff hasn't hit our shores yet. It's the receding water right before the tsunami. I see the tsunami coming because I'm listening to what the corporate CEOs are saying and what the business leaders are saying, what the small businesses are saying. I know what it means when rare earth minerals are not being able to be shipped here into the United States because they're banned by China. I understand what an embargo on a $2 trillion trading relationship with China looks like, the boycotts on tourism. If you just took the boycott on tourism alone from Canada to the US, that could have triggered a recession. That on top of all of the tariffs and boycotts from Europe and Australia.
Welcome back. Wednesdays, Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. On YouTube for Midas Touch, you can catch the Legal AF podcast. If you didn't know why it was called Legal AF, well, now you know. It's one of the leading podcasts in the world. We're top 13. It's all because of you. We do our part trying to curate the top information you need to know at that intersection of law and politics, but you do the rest, the Legal AFers and the Midas Mighty. If you know about Legal AF, thank you for being part of our audience. Be part of our marketing department. Send that clip off. Ask people to join us as we continue to grow by word of mouth. No outside investors, people powered. If you don't know about Legal AF, thanks for joining. That's a clip. You can really enjoy all things Legal AF in two places: Midas Touch Network, Legal AF the podcast, Legal AF the YouTube channel, Legal AF MTN. Come on over there. I curate that channel. We do about a dozen videos a day at the intersection of law and politics. Hit the subscribe button over there as well. So until my next report, I'm Michael Popok. I'm Michael Popok, and I got some big news for our audience. Most of you know me as the co-founder of Midas Touch's Legal AF and the Legal AF YouTube channel, or as a 35-year national trial lawyer. Now, building on what we started together on Legal AF, I've launched a new law firm, the Popok Firm, dedicated to obtaining justice through compassionate and zealous legal representation. At the Popok Firm, we are focused on obtaining justice for those who have been injured or damaged by a life-altering event by securing the highest dollar recoveries. I've been tirelessly fighting for justice for the last 35 years, so my own law firm organically building on my Legal AF work just feels right. And I've handpicked a team of top-tier trial fighters and settlement experts throughout all 50 states known as big auto injury attorneys who have the know-how to beat heartless insurance companies, corporations, government entities, and their attorneys. Big Auto's attorneys working with my firm are rock stars in their respective states and collectively responsible for billions of dollars in recoveries. So if you or a loved one have been on the wrong side of a catastrophic auto, motor vehicle, rideshare, or truck accident, suffered a personal injury, or been the victim of medical malpractice, employment harassment or discrimination, or suffered a violation of your civil and constitutional rights, then contact the Popok Firm today at 1-877-POPOK-AF or by visiting my website at www.thepopokfirm.com and fill out a free case evaluation form. And if we determine that you have a case and you sign with us, we don't get paid unless you do. The Popok Firm, fighting for your justice every step of the way.